Hi everybody, I'm Per Holmes and welcome to Directing Actors. Over the next 17 volumes, we're going to try to figure out the best way to work with actors. Almost 150 people have been part of making this course over 7 years of development and more than 2 years of shooting and editing. The course is about how to create characters that are rich and complex and how to get actors to a place where they can use their talents.
Because there's just something wrong.
How do you know?
We're spending many hours on rehearsal and shooting techniques and analyzing the whole conversation you have with actors.
That was a killer idea right there. That was good.
We're also casting and shooting 9 scenes where the techniques happen at full speed. The course is also an acting class because even though we're training directors, we're covering a massive amount of acting techniques. More than you'd find in any book or class or video. And one of the best things you can do for yourself as an actor is to understand what the director sees.
Good.
Cool.
I want to talk a little bit about my background for making this course. I'm a director, obviously. I'm not necessarily famous, but I think I have a knack for figuring stuff out. I've also been involved in psychotherapy my entire adult life, and I found that I've inadvertently gone to all the same places that actors go to. I've always been pretty good with actors, but when the idea for this course came up 7 years ago, I didn't feel that I was the world's leading authority on it, so I involved a bunch of experts. But I came away with a nagging feeling that I was only getting a small part of the truth and that people were trying to force their theories to be true, even when they obviously weren't working.
How is he making you feel? Right in here. How's he making you feel? Go again and go faster. Go.
I totally disagree.
So I rebooted the project because I wanted to resolve once and for all for myself the best way to work with actors. I wanted to get every technique and every approach on the table and then test them on a lot of actors. The only standard that should matter is that we can prove that something works and that we can do it again. And we should be willing to change our beliefs if something else turns out to be true. And that's the standard that I'd like this course to be held to.
Why am I being interrogated over something I left at the dump?
Because we found a female body underneath it, encased in concrete.
I'd also like to talk a little bit about how to use this course. This is a massive program, but it's as small as I knew how to make it. If you watch 1 hour per day, it'll still take you a month to get through it. I really recommend that you don't hammer through it. Each chapter is loaded with things you need to put into practice, and it's better that you do it slower. Secondly, don't watch this right before shooting a movie. Your head will be spinning with things you're learning, but on the set you need to be a leader, not a student.
Maybe feel what it would feel like if your mother was standing over there in the corner.
Oh.
Maybe looking at it, just shaking her head at how far you've fallen.
It's better to use techniques on the set when you're ready to own them. Thirdly, even if the goal is to learn everything, the goal isn't to do everything. If you use every single technique in this course, you'll be the director from hell. Good directing has a certain economy about it, and the more you talk, the more confused the actors get. But the more you know, the more precise you can be. Fourthly, acting often resembles the role-playing you do in psychotherapy. And that's fine with emotionally stable adults. But if someone's unstable, you can push them over the edge.
I'm giving you a compliment.
In this course, we're never pushing actors beyond their boundaries because I just don't think it's a good technique. And I don't believe that directors should pretend to be therapists unless they really know what they're doing.
Make sure you leave in reverse or I'm going to have to arrest you.
Okay.
If somebody has a difficult scene or if you accidentally push them too hard, don't assume that they're fine. Make sure they're okay before they go home. Fifthly, you should know that we don't watch our language in this course. It doesn't mean that it's wall-to-wall F and S words, but we can only be emotionally honest if we're free to use any language. Well, maybe except the P word for pushing. Actors don't like to hear that. So with that said, let's get to it.